Farming materials has never been easier in LEGO Fortnite. In V30.20's update, Epic told us that jump attacks now produce a critical hit, meaning that it does double damage. And a lot of people thought that this only applied to attacks, meaning if you had a sword, if you had a lightsaber, or any type of actual weapon, that this only worked on creatures. But that's actually far from the truth. This works on any material, any rock, any tree, and anything in the game. Now I had to put this to the test on a crab, because if you guys didn't know, putting a crab on its back by deflecting it with a shield already does double damage. So you can see that my blue sword will do 4 damage on a shell, which is double 7, so that's already a critical hit. But what happens if you put them on the back and then do a jumping attack? It actually now does 4 times damage. So when you're fighting against any of these shell crabs in the game, simply put them on their back and use jump attacks to do 4 times critical damage. Now when it comes to regular rocks, you're not going to need to use this trick. However, using a triple damage pickaxe on one of these ambers is actually going to one hit it rather than requiring myself to use 2 hits. That means that I can get all of these a little bit easier. Now this also applies to different items such as ruby, bright core, obsidian, and copper, but the issue is that most of those things are up on top of walls, which makes it a little bit harder to do these jumping attacks with. If you find something low to the ground, you could still do this awkward jumping attack towards it in order to get them down, but you guys could see if they're a little bit too high on the wall, you're not going to be able to hit them. Now, I will tell you that inside of the dry valley, this is the easiest way to get flexwood. You could see that a triple damage axe does 16 total damage and requires you to hit this 2 times in order to get them done. Now we could actually go up to these little bunches of cacti and do jumping attacks to knock out 2 of them at the same time. So not only can you just one-shot them simply by doing a double attack, but you could also jump attack in between 2 of them and actually break 2 of them at the exact same time. Off of just this one little area of cacti, I was able to get myself over 105 total flexwood simply by using this double jump trick. Now I did try this out in creative mode. I do not have this done on my expert world just yet, but I will be switching to this trick later on. When it comes to your forest axe and pickaxe, if you guys are going to be farming regular trees and regular rocks, I strongly recommend using 3 times essence of durability on your epic axes. The reason why you're going to do this is because now that you have your critical strike or your critical damage, when it comes to these purple materials or these purple axes and pickaxes, you could now just do a jumping dive attack and it does enough to actually one-shot any of these regular trees that are in the game. So at the end of the day, it really doesn't make much sense whatsoever to have damage on this, because really you're just throwing away the axe, because you're doing too much damage for it to actually hold, and you're not having much durability on there when you could have triple durability and get 3 times more wood out of a single axe. Now because this works with the durability, that also means that it works with triple luck. Now I will tell you guys that I do believe that when it at least comes to the pickaxe, you are already able to one-shot these rocks. However, now that you could throw triple luck on them, it actually just makes it a little bit better, because now you could get even more granite out of these rocks than ever before, since you could do that diving attack. When it comes to trees, I once again could be wrong. I think that you did need to have at least 1 essence of damage on them in order to do a one-shot. Now you can put triple luck onto them and have that same exact effect, where you're still going to go ahead and get your one-shot, but now the difference is that you have a chance to get double the amount of wood out of it instead. So when I'm swinging at this without damage, you see I have to do 2 total hits in order to do it, but now that I have this triple luck on there and the new critical strike attack, I can simply jump at them and one-shot every tree in the game. Now I've talked about villagers and their importance before, but something that does get overlooked is absolutely using them to their maximum potential. I find that a lot of people that play LEGO Fortnite throw their villagers on a bunch of random little jobs that they think that they need items for, rather than simply putting every single one of their villagers onto one job. So right here, I placed down 5 lumber mills, and my next job is going to be placing all 5 of my villagers on that lumber mill job. Now the thought process behind this is actually fairly simple. If you go ahead and scatter all of your villagers onto a bunch of different jobs, you're going to get anywhere from 10 of an item up to 30 of an item. And when you have that, it does seem like a decent amount, but you burn through pretty much every material in this game extremely quick. If you set all 4 villagers up on one single job and allow them to work for a day or two, they're going to produce 100 to 200 of that material so that you don't have to worry about it for a long period of time. Now, you guys have to remember that stacking up on all of these resources is really important, and that's why doing this is one of the best things that you could do in your game. You have to remember, they're changing all of the recipes constantly. We just got an update where a lot of the recipes when it comes to the grill, the campfire, different things like that, got additions to them, meaning that you needed more to actually make them. So having your villagers get a lot of the jobs done for you that maybe you don't want to go out and do yourself is definitely the best thing that you can do in this game. So for myself, I don't feel like crafting any of the rods and using up any of the wood that I've gone out and farmed, so I would rather just have all of my villagers go out there and do all of that stuff for me. Now, it's no secret that we don't have any content from now until July 23rd. That's going to be the next content update, which is very likely going to be the Klombo update into LEGO Fortnite. We also have Pirates of the Caribbean coming into Battle Royale, so it's likely that maybe we get a small little something inside of LEGO Fortnite. But now that we have all of this time to kind of do nothing, as no new content is coming for at least 30 days, we have a lot of time to sit here and focus up on gathering materials. So this update definitely helped every single one of us out when it comes to starting up a brand new expert world, or if you guys are playing on pre-existing survival worlds, I believe that all of the Klombo stuff will be added into those worlds, which means that you have plenty of time to stack up on your survival worlds. That way, when this update happens, you guys are going to be locked and loaded, ready to go. At the time of this video, we did get an announcement that we are going to get an update tomorrow with 30.20.01. If you guys don't know what these updates mean, they typically don't mean anything. I believe that tomorrow's update is heavily for Battle Royale and bringing duos into the reload game mode, but it is weird that LEGO Fortnite status tweeted out the downtime as well. Typically, they'll just post it on the Fortnite account or put something inside of the game to tell us. They did both. They posted it inside the game, and then they also did it on LEGO Fortnite status. Once again, I don't think we're getting anything too crazy added into the game. Maybe a bug fix here and there, maybe nothing. I'm honestly not entirely sure, but I do hope it's at least something, maybe a bug fix. I don't know. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you guys are going to be using all of these farming tricks on your expert worlds. And as always, guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace.